Okay, hello guys. Today we are looking at a new concept. But before then, you can check out the playlist of this channel. We have done some pretty good videos on Python. Okay, you can look through them in the playlist and grab one or two things. How's your programming journey going? Kindly like, subscribe to the channel for you to continue enjoying free content in your learning journey. Today we are looking at Python modules. So maybe you have come across this concept in a very you did not really grasp, so I decided to do this video to help you grasp this concept about modules. What exactly are Python modules? Before we jump right into our Visual Studio Code to work things out, I just prepared this for you to understand the concept of Python module. Basically, a module is a file containing a reusable code. If you want, let's illustrate that. You have a library in a school. All right, for you to you have series of books, a lot of books that you will need throughout your stay in the university. So whatever book you need, you have to go to the library, go through the librarian and take that book, borrow that book. When you are done, you kind of return that book back to the library. All right, so a Python module is more like a library where you have series of code blocks, functions, classes that you can reuse in your code. The defined function classes are variables that can reference in other Python code. So in Python, module are accessed by the import statement. You have to take note of that. And like I explained earlier, it's just a library containing a set of functions, and you can reuse them over and over and over again. So basically, that is the concept about module. So let's go to our VS Code so that we can work things out. I created a more like you have Python module here, which is a directory I created. So I'm going to create a file inside the directory here. So I'll do new file and I'll just name my file hello.py since it's a Python file. Hello.py. Okay, so here I'm going to define a function, basically just a simple one. We are creating a module, so I'll just create a module. So we want to create a module so that you can understand how you can go about creating your module. So I'll do create a module. So like I said, I'll define a function and the function name will just be greet, a very simple function, and I include just one parameter in my function. Then I'll come here to put this column. So I just want to print out a simple greet statement. So I'll use the print function. Then I'll just do hello, and then I'll just add a comma here. I'll leave a space, and the name of the person I just want to greet. So I'll leave this as just a function which I have created. So I would go ahead to create another file. So I'll just come here. I'll create a new file and I'll just name that mine underscore hello.py, a different file. So what I want to do, we want to import the module which we created in hello.py. So you can see this file, we have this created. So we want to import the module into this file. So what we want to do, so like we said here in our notes, we said for you to access a module, you use the import statement. Here you use the import statement. You can see that you use the import statement. So here I'll just do import module. So what is the name of our module? we created that file, and it is what? hello.py. So for us to reference it, we are just going to do import hello. So we are not going to include hello.py. Okay, import hello. So we leave it at that. And sorry. Okay, import hello. So after that, we go to the next line, and we are going to import hello. Is going to help us import the file which we created. We don't need all of that. We just need a function which we created in the file. So import hello is referencing hello.py file. As you can see, it's going to reference this file. But what we really need is what? We need to import this function, this greet function which we created here. That is what we want to target. So how do we target that? To do that, we just do hello, which is the name of the file we created, dot the name of the function. So what is the name of the function we created? That would be greet. So we do hello.greet. Then we are going to, who do you want to greet? Let greet Paul. All right, so we do that. So take note, we are importing this file, and here we want to reference this function, which is the greet function. So that is what we are doing here. So exactly what we are doing here. So you can see hello.greet, then Paul. Okay, so let me just save this. Control KS. In VS Code, you can use Control KS shortcut to save all. So Control, tap K and S. So it's going to save that. So after that, after saving that, you can come here. And what do we want to do? We want to now, this file, we want to now run the myhello.py file. So I'll just do Python 3, sorry, myhello.py. Okay, so if I hit enter, let's wait for that. Okay, no module. Okay. All right, so this lowercase. So we want to change this to lowercase. It's supposed to be in lowercase. Import hello, just like that. Okay, so let's come back here. Let's save this, Control KS, then come back here. We rerun our module. I hit enter. So I'm going to do that again, and all right, so you can see it's going to rightly print out what we have here. Hello Paul, as you can see. So in this second file, we just imported the module which we created here. So this is the module we created, which is this, a function. So here in this second file, we reference our module. We imported the module, import hello. We don't just need all of the file, we need a specific function in the file. So we did hello.greet, which is, this is a function we created, and this is the file hello.function file.function. So take note, file name.function name, then who do you want to greet? Paul. So it's going to import the here is going to import hello, then name, and since we now added a name here in the second file, is going to greet Paul. I believe you understand that. I believe is clear to you. So That is just basically the simple step of creating a module and importing a module. So here in this second file, let me just create a simple comment, and I'll just do use a module. So after creating a module, this is how you reference it to use that module. I'll go ahead to create another file here quickly, and I'll name that let's give it cac.py. Okay, so again we'll create a second module, and this time we define a function called add, and I'll just pass two parameters to the function, x and y. Then I'll go ahead to return x. Since we are adding, we'll do x plus y. Okay, so again I'll define another function, and this time we are going to define subtract function. Again, I'll use the same parameter x and y. Then I'll go ahead to return x minus y. Okay, so these are two functions I've defined in this file cac.py. What I'll need to do now, I'll create another file and reference and import any of this function in this file. So I'll go ahead, I'll come to my folder here, I'll create a second file and just do module module underscore cac.py. All right, so file created. So how do we reference? So what we want to do, import. I'll create a comment here. We just want to import the module. Import module cac.py. That's the module we want to import. So how do we do that? We use the import statement, like we said in the document. We want to import a module, use the import statement and import module. So what is the name of our module? The name of our module is cac, which is the name of the file. Take note, it's cac. So we do import cac. You are not going to add .py. Take note of that, just cac. So then after that, what we want to do, we want to call any of the function. We want to call it with any of the function. So after importing the cac module, this time we want to use print. Then after that, then we want to call that with the name of the file. We want to reference the module with the name of the file, which is cac. Then the name of the function which we created two. Remember, we created two functions here. The first one is add and the second one is subtract. Okay, so here, which one do we want to reference? Let's reference add. So cac.add. Take note, I said after the file name dot the module name. Okay, so print cac.add. So then we pass in argument, which we pass in argument into that function. So the number 1 was 5 and 15. So we do that. All right, print cac add. So here I'll just come here to run Python theory. Then want to run module underscore cac.py, just like that. So I'll hit enter. Let's run the file. Let's see what we have. We'll wait for that to run. Okay, let's see what. Okay, let's just save Control KS. So let me quickly save this Control KS. So after that, let's run our module again. Hit enter and wait for that. All right, so as you can see, it's going to display 20, which is the sum of 5 and 15. So basically, that is just a simple example. So in the next video, we'll go ahead to look at this concept of Python import from module. We learn how to import using the import from a particular module. That's what we are going to look at in the next video. I'll see you then. Bye for now.